Good morning. This is Casey, 5 Tons with Guns, coming back with you on the. We're doing an update on the David Singery crucible furnace, gas fired. Giving you a little update on that, and as you can see, there's a lot of salient differences, features from the way the book is. We've got everything mounted on wheels. You can see how this comes together right here like that easily. So that way you can mobilize and demobilize quickly and easy, and not have to be lifting stuff up. And also, you can see our tongues. You know, they will lay. We've got those configured to where they will lay flat on the ground. You do not want to be tripping over your tongue while you're carrying a crucible full of copper or brass or anything. Also, there's a lot to say about this. You know, this basic furnace design, I really do like it. And we've changed everything completely all around from what it is in the book. The lifting mechanism, that worked for us for a while, but you know, I never had a place where I could mount it to the floor. And I feel that I would have been happier with the lifting mechanism if I'd have perhaps been able to fasten the front 2 legs to the floor, because it seemed like it had a tendency to cantilever over whenever you raised up the lid and the central body. So on this new modification and rebuild, we've done a lot of different changes. You know, the handles on the central body are a little bit longer than they are on the old one. We're going to try out a bail to lift it up off of the crucible. Give that a try, because we already know it works on the lid. Also, we do have a good lid that's still usable. Also, the central body is too, but we've increased the diameter of the vent hole to 3.5 inches instead of 3 1/4, and that's to enable us for the can program. You can get cans down this a lot easier than you can, you know, that smaller hole. Also, some things I've done and not done, I want to show you and tell you about. What I should have done, and where I could have with both of these components here, is I could have, to begin with, I could have just rotated them, turned them over, and you know, probably gotten a lot more mileage out of them. I probably would not have had as much of this slag dripping down out of the vent hole. So I think in the future I'm going to start rotating my central body and my lid. I told you about earlier in the last video, or the video before maybe, about you know, when you're ramming up things and you got those spacers. Well, here's where I was lollygagging, and I've got this, had this void here, which I had to fill up with kale wool. But you're looking at something that's got well over 100 pores on it. And I think if I'd have rotated it, it would not be looking like this. But still, if you look down here at the bottom, the base, how burned out that is, I think that that had a lot of influence on the central body. I really do. And the refractory that we poured into the base was not the right refractory. It was this product that we found, and it's for laying fire brick. But still, it got us through. Now this new stuff, we're not complete till we do a lid and the plinths, and we're waiting around on another bag of refractory cement. So it will take 3 bags to complete this furnace. But once you have it, I think you're going to have it for the rest of your life, because I've told you a lot of things that I've made a lot of mistakes and flubbed up and stuff like that. And but anyway, back to some other features. We got nice handles. We even got handles on the base. What the heck? And on your tongue, your axle. I ran out of pipe for the 3/8 diameter axle, so all I could find around here, I took a rifle barrel, and it's like a 41 caliber. It's I think it's a Swiss Vetterli, obsolete. I cut that out. Put that in there, welded the stainless steel tongue to it. And then another thing that you can use around your home shop, if you need to have locking collars, and this will save you a trip to town. These are lug nuts that I use for locking collars, and I've done it for a long time. But just take them, and you got one flat. You got a flat, or you can prick punch, center punch it, then drill it out. These are 10 to 32, and that's a good way to make yourself some locking collars if you need to. That's just another little kink. Also, if we'll move right along here, we've got 3 different pulleys to use. We do from lead, zinc, up to copper and brass, and that bronze aluminum, that 10% aluminum, and the copper. So we're going to try out different pulleys and speeds on different, just for efficiency's sake. I can hardly wait to use it. I know that I'm missing out a lot of information to give you, but I tell you what, let's give you a good little lesson and quick way to make your handles. And you can do this out of conduit. Now it's in Dave's book for this project, but I got a little bit better way of doing it, okay? And I'm using some stuff that's been manufactured, and a lot of it, even the frames here, are off of a hide bed, and these things are struts off of a hide bed. All these handles, the holes were pre-drilled. Anyway, if you come over here, and I'll show you. find your center right here, then measure off however many inches wide that you want to have your handle. Then you mark it all the way around. Now you're going to take yourself 1/4 inch, 1 inch flat, vice grip it, lay it right over whatever side of the line that you want to lay it on, but be consistent and get it as square here as you can. Okay, now C. Looks like it's coming out of the factory. And then you'll take and put it in the vise, or take a pair of if you want it on a flat surface like a barn door, well, you'll bend it 90 degrees. Bring it back down here like this. Then you got yourself a handle. It's crooked, but these creases in here will allow you to adjust it accordingly. And you've seen how our handles are, so I can back it up. It's a good way to do it. You can do it out of the conduit. Another little tip. While I'm looking at this right here, another good thing is these welding pencils. You can mark your metal with them, and they don't burn off very, very quickly, and they stay on. I wished I'd have had these years ago. And they're a buck. Anyway, I can't think of a lot more to say about this furnace, but we're getting there. Next time you see us, we'll have had the lid poured and the plinths all done up, and we'll be ready to go into operation. And our first project's probably going to be the cans. I think we've got about 60 pounds of cans to render up, and we'll weigh them, and we'll see what kind of yield we get out of them. So until the next time you see us, well, you all have a good day, a good Friday, and thank you for watching.